Well, hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you in the world. Welcome to your game day build-up. Today, we are at home to Milwall in the championship, and there are 3 games going on at the moment. And oh my God, it is absolutely fascinating football to watch. I've just watched Derby get a penalty to go 1-1 against Ipswich. Just got clipped by an Ipswich player in the box to get the penalty. It is super exciting. I cannot wait. So let's get today going. I am super pumped for today's game. I can't wait to watch it. It is going to be just on. It is so good. But at the moment, well, there you go. It is the 71st minute. Southampton have just gone 1-0 up against Watford. Norwich and Blackburn in the 72nd minute are still 0-0. And Derby have just scored like only a couple of minutes ago against Ipswich to square it up at 1-1 in the 72nd minute, which is, to be honest, that's the result I want. Tell me what you want. Do you want Derby to beat Ipswich so we really catch them, but then have Derby hot on our heels? Do you want Ipswich to win so that way Derby maybe drop back a little bit from us? Or do you want the draw? Like, there's multiple reasons for going any way in all of that. But it is up. You don't go cross-eyed watching it all. I know it's like, So I've got the game on down here. I've got live scores on the 3 games up here. I've got the table up here. And right in front of us, I have Wrexham. Thank you very much to poor old Paddy. Feeling for Paddy. He's got a really bad ear infection. It hurts for him to talk, but he's even come in. Look, to Paddy's credit, what a champion. He set all this up for me. I was actually just sitting up. Next thing you know, it all pops up on the screen. Paddy's done it all. Bloody amazing. But here's our team for today. AO in goal, Max, Hyam, and Doyle across the back. Gabore and Kakache on the wings. Matty James, Ben Sheaf in the middle. Then Rathbone and O'Brien starting today behind Kiefer Moore. So, just remember we had Broadhead, Windass and Smith up front last time. So many choices here. Then on the bench, Denny Ward. We have Scar, Longman, Dobbo, Thomason, Windass. DKD's made the bench straight up. There you go. Wow, that's interesting. Jay Rodriguez and Sam Smith as well up front on the bench. So Parky was saying he is a fan of DKD, and what do you know? Straight up on the bench. What do you think, people? Oh, yes, and there you go. Norwich have gone up 1-0 against Blackburn Rovers. Not great for Blackburn in the relegation battle, I'll call it. So, yeah, it is really interesting to see. It's going to be, we played Milwall back very early. I think it was our first win of the season from memory. We won 2-0 at the Den. And it is literally 2 different teams that are going to play tonight or this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, or morning, than played back then. This is 2 totally different teams. And then and like I said, Paddy, all over it. Let's have a look at Milwall in their away kit, which is like a cream color. It's like goldy cream. It's interesting color, very regal. Crockham, Kramer, Cooper, Taylor, Mitchell, Ivanovic, Negli, Aziz, Doherty, Denore, and Bannon getting a start. Oh, Bannon. Oh. Our headache from the Sheffield Wednesday has made the starting lineup for Milwall. Well, there you go. So Patterson, Sturge, Ballow, Langstaff, Leonard, Coburn, Watson, Cundall, and Mizusako on the bench for them. So 2 very strong teams here for this game. They're coming to the STōK Cae Ras. It is on. Yeah. Esteban, when I give the signal, unleash the hamster style. So that will be, Rathbone. Sorry, just having my mental blank there for the moment. But I mean, what does everybody think of that lineup for us? So still 1-1 here, still 1-0 to Southampton and 1-0 to Norwich now. I'm just going to call them all 77th minute because my Southampton-Watford match is coming up as a minute behind, but I'll leave them as the same. It's only 1 minute. Yes, hip karma. Like they wouldn't start Bannon though. And Smodic's not on the bench for Derby. It's injured. I don't know Kim Chua, but yeah. So very interesting. These games are fascinating, and makes the table very interesting. I mean, look, Derby could overtake us on the table if they somehow snaffle a win here now. And they might not, because Ipswich has just scored a great header to go up 2-1. Davis has just scored. Absolutely perfect. Clinical by Ipswich there. So they have looked the better side in this game. Yeah, so very interesting. It's just the football in this league is just amazing. You know, the quality of football that's played in this league. I'm super excited. Can we get this? Can we get, the win here tonight at home against Milwall, which I think we can. I believe we can. And, it would just be amazing. Yeah. So, Ipswich scored an own goal header. Not just then, they didn't. Well, they just scored a header then, and the goal they scored, the goal that Derby got, Kim was a penalty kick. So I don't think so. But so very interesting. But the table is tabling. We have obviously Coventry on top on 58 with Middlesbrough. They're yet to play at the same time. I think, Coventry played the same time as us, but then Middlesbrough don't play Sheffield United until Monday for most people, Tuesday for me. Oh, the first Ipswich goal was an own goal from Derby. Thank you. I didn't see that one because I've just gotten out. I didn't long get out of bed. It's actually 10 past 12. I managed to get some beauty sleep so I can look half decent. It's not about looking good, actually. It was just about I needed the sleep to be up to watch this game. So, I missed that one. But, amazing. Norwich have just gone up 2-0 against Blackburn Rovers. So they're starting to stamp their authority in the 80th minute. Yeah, so very interesting. I mean, look, Southampton going up 1-0 against Watford is a great result for us and a great result for Southampton for that matter. Does anybody think Southampton can turn their fortunes around? I mean, they're only 4 points now outside the top 6 as the table currently sits. And, a very, very good side, Southampton, So we will see. Yeah. I like our lineup. Like I said before, we had Windass, Broadhead, and Smith up front last time. Now we have Rathbone, O'Brien, and Kiefer Moore up front. Smith is on the bench. Windass is on the bench. DKD is on the bench. No Broadhead at all. So Parky has such a strong squad at the moment that, maybe previously if it was a slight tweak, he might have been risking a player like Broadhead on the bench, but not anymore. He's got Windass, DKD, Jay Rodriguez, Sam Smith, Dobbo, Thomason. All these players can cover off that position that Broadhead might be sort of playing if he was playing, but he's not. Yeah. Yep, Kim, Southampton are nearly as ridiculous as Leicester. And Leicester, through the week, people, obviously getting their 6-point deduction, are now down on 32 points. So, yes, it's very interesting to see how this goes. I'm just fascinated for this whole result here. What's going to happen? I just don't know. I just cannot wait. This league is just doing things that, just gets you just something to talk about every week. Yep. So Wrexham is going. So Bruce. So Wrexham is going with pressing 10s with DKD available to come on as a sub so they can keep it up better than last time they tried. They tried it, I should say. So, yeah, really interesting. I think it's going to be a fascinating. I mean, look, feel free to put your score predictions in early tonight in the chat. Love to hear what you all think, how we're going to go. 82nd minute now in these three matches. Still 2-0 Norwich, 1-0 Southampton, and 2-1 Ipswich over Derby. So, yeah. Paul, yes, interesting you say that. I think Rathbone is a bigger threat off the bench at the end of the game. I was only thinking that to myself yesterday. I was sort of thinking he's been such a threat coming on, high energy, and just causing absolute mayhem to oppositions. Will be interesting to see the sub line of Smith, DKD, and Windass. Absolutely, Ted Nelson. We've got 2-1 Wrexham, 2-1 Wrexham. Oh, well, that's Nick twice there. 3-1, Chris says. Yeah, Ted's agreeing with you about Rathbone being great off the bench. Yeah, we were hoping Broadhead, Windass, and more, Ricky Miller says. So, yeah, I just think, interesting. Just such a, Well, yellow card there on Ipswich player and a free kick for Derby. So, it's still coming. It's super tight. This game's got a lot going for it at the moment, this Ipswich Derby. Derby, high quality. Really just, Habs just wants to win. Doesn't care. I love it, Habs. I can feel the nervous energy just in that post alone. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. Rathbone will give Bannon troubles. Well, Bannon mightn't still be on at that point. Well, Rathbone at the start hopefully will give Bannon troubles. Kyle? Oh, and a great attempt there from Derby. Crossed into the near side post. Player coming across on the angle and just doesn't quite get it done. Tries a little 45-degree angle kick in. That was great. Oh, and here's Josh in makeup getting ready. This might be Rathbone's chance to secure rotation selection to start. If he has had a bad game, DKD might be favoured in the future. Oh, that's Paddy putting that in. Oh, because Paddy's, yes, of course, in the background. We've all got that moniker when we post here from the show. So, that was the first good pass I've seen from Agaman. Yeah, well, Ipswich's defence on their right side has been very strong in shutting Agaman down here tonight. So, So, there we go. So, the hamster gets one in the first. Then Windy gets one when he comes on, and DKD the last one when he kills the match goal. Chris, 3-0. Love it. Yeah. Likely, Paddy. So nice to have choice. It is great, and thank you again to Paddy for getting the team up. I love the lineup. I think it looks great. I want to see things I want to see tonight, and a great through pass by Ipswich there on the attack. But the thing I want to see tonight is I want to see the future improvement of both Kakache and Kabore. Yeah. So, Super Chimp Love. What's the weather up? So what's the weather update on the pitch is what he's asked there. We will see. I don't know. I haven't got any live streams at the ground. Anyone in the chat, if you're local, please let us know what the weather is like this afternoon at the STōK Cae Ras. Yeah. So very interesting. They are a professional team. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Will they get one? They should. I mean, remember, people, they are ahead of us on the table currently. They're in 5th. That doesn't happen by mistake. That's a lot of good matches. So, get 86th minute now in these 3 games. Still 2-0 Norwich over Blackburn, 1-0 Southampton at home over Watford, and 2-1 Ipswich away to Derby County. So, very interesting. Yeah, Fopmob says Wrexham more clinical, and we are. Milwall create more opportunities. So, is Milwall going to have the majority of possession tonight? Maybe. It'll be fairly even, I think, in my opinion. But we'll be pressing pretty hard. Nick Donlan, cold and damp with likely rain. Shock. Doesn't sound very Welsh, does it? Yeah. Yep. And Ricky Miller, yes, winger, getting their legs back and go. Definitely want to see that. Yeah. Yep, just showing the Ipswich bench there. What a strong lineup. Just, so Derby now. Look, we're in the 86th minute. It is going to be tough here now for Derby to try and get a late equaliser. They're going to be pressing for it. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be very interesting. So, and at the moment, 2-1 Ipswich. Just in case you wanted to know, where are we there? Derby, Ipswich. We have Aaron has actually tipped a 2-1 win, as well as John and Harry Allover have all tipped a 2-1 win to Ipswich. So, I did not. I was the optimist in me, tipped a 2-1 win to Derby. So maybe that was hard overhead, but we will see. And Ipswich creating another opportunity there. Great spot by the keeper. Great save. That was just unbelievable. Unbelievable save by the keeper there. So, coming in now again, Ipswich on the attack, but just too much defence. Just literally just feet everywhere. So, it is on here, people. This game is just exciting to watch. I'd say Norwich have killed out Blackburn, still up 2-0 with only a couple of minutes left. Southampton-Watford still live with Southampton only up 1-0. So a lot going on there. Yeah. So good 11, good subs. Just hope Parky uses subs better than he usually does. And that's a fair chat. Yeah. Good morning to you, Alex. Yes, Broadhead does have a tight groin. If games stay as is and we win, 5-point gap would be huge. Yep, that is a fair point. That is a fair point because at the moment, Derby on 45, Watford on 44. But remember, there are the other games still to come. So if we could get the win, we would go 5 points clear of Derby, 6 points clear of Watford. But Preston, QPR on 44 still have to play. Bristol City on 43 still have to play. Stoke City and Birmingham on 42 could only get to 45. So I guess the key thing in that point there, as I get that, as the chats are coming in thick and fast, that was from Ricky. Yeah, it would be huge, but there's a lot of football still to be played. Yeah, and it just really interesting. Yeah. Josh Anthony, Parky, talking about filling the Burton space if there is a person out there, not particularly looking, but don't want to get caught like they did with Elliott. Fair enough. Yeah, RE, the 23 players. So still, obviously, we've got those 2 spots, as everybody knows, on our squad list currently. Derby trying to find a way through here in the 89th minute. We're now into the 90th minute. They're pressing hard on Ipswich, out wide on the left. Crosses in. And just a poor second touch there. Yeah. QPR. Sorry, QPR did play yesterday. My apologies, Habs. Getting a bit excited. So QPR on 44, half finished. So Preston is the one. And Preston are playing. They're at home to Portsmouth, which is a massive game for both sides for different reasons. Preston are actually obviously pressing for the playoffs, have dropped out of it in recent times. And Portsmouth, with 2 games in hand on everybody else, are literally sitting in 19th spot on 33 points. So they're going to be very happy to see Blackburn losing. And just if Portsmouth can get any sort of points out of today to help them edge away. Now, Leicester, with their 6-point deduction, are down on 32 points as well, as Ipswich pressing forward late here. And, just missed there. I think that will be a corner, though, which will kill a bit more time. They're into the extra time now. I haven't got an extra time number brought up on minutes in this match, but it is still going as they Ipswich on the counter came wide on the left, come forward, and it's 1-on-2, and he's made the left foot kick, and the keeper's just got a touch on it. And it was touched by the Derby defender, sorry, not the keepers. It looked like the keeper had touched it on the way past. But we will see 4 extra minutes. Wow, Kim Tua, thank you for keeping me updated. But just amazing. I've got the sound down over there so I can keep talking to you guys. But this game is just, it's thrill a minute. It's super exciting. I mean, actually enjoying watching this. It is just such great football and such high pressure. Yep. And Derby just trying to kill time here. Just like literally just took a massive corner. It went about a foot. And then they just wait for the defense to come across. Yep, and they're just slowing it right down here. That could have been close to a yellow card. Yep. As Furlong comes down to throw it in. And yep, they're just cycling the ball around. Oh, and it's out. Derby throw in. He might get a red card for this. That is such acting. He's pretending like he's been hit in the head, and he definitely was not. If the keeper had any pair, they should red card him. They've yellow carded the Derby player. You're kidding. Oh, no. I mean, at this time in the game, though, they're just throwing everything at it. Ted, that is poor reffing. I'm not happy about that. That's the captain. He's not happy. He's doing everything for his team. He's pushed the Ipswich player. He's just trying to get the ball. The Ipswich player's holding the ball, sorry. That Ipswich player should be red carded. I'm just calling it now. It hasn't happened. But anyway, Southampton still 1-0 up against Watford as Derby press hard forward here. Great, beating the player, beating two players. The great defence by the Ipswich players. This game's a bit heated at the end. Derby are desperate at home here. It's going to be interesting with 4 extra minutes at 92:40. But there's been a lot of disruption here at the end of this game. So it'll be interesting to see how long the ref plays extra here. Because sometimes when it gets heated like this, they just want to get out of there. But yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, he should absolutely have gotten a red card there, that Ipswich player. He's kidding himself. And he has the audacity to give it to the ref, to the touch judge. It was Matsuia. Yeah, he should have got a red card. Sorry. But 93:30 now, so probably we'll end up getting out to about the 96th minute mark, in my opinion, because that will happen. But yeah, just crazy. It's getting so close to the finish here. Oh, another free kick to Ipswich. To Derby. Look at me, I'm getting a bit excited. I'm actually calling the wrong team there. So just inside the attacking half by about probably 20 yards, so 15 yards. Even the keeper's coming forward now for Derby. They're throwing everything at it. It is, yeah. So free kick. This is going to be really interesting. As free kick coming in. Yep, defended. Oh, Derby got the ball. Oh. And he's called it. That's full time. Ipswich 2-1 over Derby. And there we go. Wow. That's hey, A to ZEV, good to see you. So that is full time. Ipswich 2-1 over Derby, which takes Ipswich still staying in the automatic promotion race. They've moved to 54 points, remembering they still have a game in hand. So they're 4 points now behind Coventry and Middlesbrough. Ironically, who play each other next week? Coventry, Middlesbrough. It's going to be a massive game next week, Coventry v Middlesbrough. But that's full time today. Ipswich 2-1 over Derby. We're still live. 90+4 Southampton over Watford. 90+6 Norwich 2-0 over Blackburn. So looks like Norwich definitely going to get the 3 points there and continue to just bring pain to either end of the table. You don't want to be playing Norwich the rest of this season. They're getting better. They're getting better as this season goes on. Super Chimp Love, no way we beat Ipswich twice in 1 month. Super Chimp Love, why not? Dare to dream. Let me get my let me put my Josh Anthony hat on here and show some emotion. Let's do it. We can do it. There's no reason why we can't win both those games. And they will be two totally different games, in my opinion. So it's going to be very interesting. The fact is, our team, there's no drop-off. Ipswich, again, super, super high quality. So, a very, very good team. Full-time, Norwich, 2-0 over Blackburn. And full-time, Southampton, 1-0 over Watford. So let's have a look at the table now. So that means Derby remain on 45 points. Watford remain on 44 points. This brings extra focus to our game now tonight. It really does, because, those two teams, as well as QPR, have all played. So Derby 45, Watford, QPR 44, Preston still to play on 44 points. Remembering we're on 47 points. Bristol City, who are playing. Who are Bristol City? They're away to Hull on 43 points. What result do we want there, people? Like for me personally, I probably want to draw. That'd be probably my pick. What do you want? Do you want Hull to win and keep Bristol down on 43? Or do you want to draw so that Hull only get to 55 points and Bristol get to 44 points? Or do you want the Bristol City win, for them to get to 46 and Hull to stay at 54? Remembering, if we can get the win tonight, which I think we can, that will take us to 50. But yeah, Habs wants a draw. Yep. Caledon, the win will help us get more space in the pack. Not only that, Caledon, it also drags Milwall back into that playoff battle, I'll call it, because you've got to remember, behind them, Southampton now on 43, still got Stoke City to play on 42, Birmingham to play on 42. I think Birmingham will win tonight. Birmingham at home to Leicester City. Going to be interesting. Leicester City, no coach, just copped their 6-point deduction, which I feel was very soft. 6 points, in my opinion. Thought it should have been more. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very harsh on anybody cheating. I would have given them 12 points. But, so split the difference and give them 9. But right now they're on 32 points and sitting tied on 32 points in the relegation zone, but only outside of it on for and against. In 20th position with a -5 goal difference. Blackburn finished their game now. Have already played the game, still on 32 points on a -13 goal difference. And West Brom on 32 points in absolute freefall, much to some people's delight who do not like the Baggies, on -15 goal difference. But West Brom, where are West Brom? They are at home to Stoke. Big game. Big game. West Brom, if they can get a point, even a point, will get them outside the relegation zone and push Blackburn back into the relegation zone. If they manage to get a win, which would be massive, considering they've only had 9 wins all season, with 5 draws. So yeah, and 16 losses. So yeah, Oxford and Sheffield United for me. I mean, obviously Sheffield United definitely going down, but Oxford United still definitely mathematically can get out of it. I'm just watching the replay. Yep. So yeah, and it was Travis. Oh, it was the captain with that own goal. I've just watched the replay, which I wasn't awake for. Thank you, Jimmy John Bangles, for telling me I'm looking good. I don't know what you're seeing, but anyway, probably need to go get your eyes checked. But that's okay. So it draws all round, says Matty White. A 6-team race for the top 2, says Super Chimp Love. Oh my. It's I actually think technically it still is, in my opinion, a 6-point race for the top 2. But things really need to go our way. But there's a long way to go in this season. Getting a win tonight's the first step in that. Getting to 50 points. And for me personally, it's Coventry that will slip back, not Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough have looked too good. They've just looked too good. And I just think that they will continue to forge on and secure one of those auto promotion spots. But I could be wrong. Form changes. We'll wait and see. Time will tell. But the last month, Middlesbrough has looked like the team to beat. And I expected that to be Ipswich. Ipswich looked good here tonight, playing against Derby. Because remember, Derby got a 5-0 victory, literally, in their last game. I think it was their last game they had the 5-0 victory. So, yeah, which was just brutal. Yeah, over Bristol City. I mean, and they tore Bristol City apart. And Ipswich have looked a stronger team all night here away to Derby. And I knew that it was going to be hard for Ipswich away. And they came and got the job done. So well done. Do not forget, people, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, consider becoming a member. Lexi, hi all. Sorry I'm late. What a morning. Stupid winter storm like no other heading here. Oh, so hope you're safe, Lexi. Had to prep. Yeah, so she's excited for Rathy Boo. I see only one new person on the bench. DKD, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, stay safe, Lexi. Good morning to everybody. The numbers are jumping up now, jumping in here after the game's finished. So welcome to everybody coming in. We are like half an hour away roughly from kickoff. There will be a minute. We'll be starting a minute late today. So, but that's, very exciting. So the game's now, well, when I say 1 o'clock, I'm talking my time. So the game's starting in 28 minutes. We have the games to continue today. Birmingham at home to Leicester. I think Birmingham will win that game, only because Leicester is in disarray. I think Preston at home to Portsmouth. I just don't know about that game. Preston not going that great, in my opinion. Just if you look at the table, you obviously would tip Preston win at home. But I've got a sneaky feeling Portsmouth might do something tonight. West Brom at home to STōK City. West Brom in total disarray, but they are at home. STōK City, I think, should win, but we'll wait and see. Hull at home to Bristol City. Hull should win, but come on, Bristol, do us a favour. Get a draw. Do us a favour, Bristol. Coventry at home to Oxford. You could only tip a Coventry win there. Very brave tips to tip Oxford. Swansea at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Well, Swansea should absolutely win. Poor Sheffield Wednesday on -7, being totally decimated. I don't even know they'll get back to 0 points this season with, 16 games left for them. I just can't see what's 2 wins and a draw to get to 0, or 7 draws, or 1 win and 4 draws. I just can't see it. But I'd like to see them get something. I'm really feeling for Sheffield Wednesday. I'm just glad Sinceri's gone. Yeah, so and then obviously us against Milwall. I absolutely think we can get the win. And Sheffield United at home to Middlesbrough, but that game does not take place till Monday for most people on the planet. Tuesday morning for me. So, yeah, and Hip Karma and all of us down here in New Zealand and Australia. So, yeah, Doc Wrexham, the good thing for us is we control points going forward. We play everybody above us in the table, so there is room for improvement. You're absolutely true about that point, Doc Wrexham. I like the fact that we still have to play everybody above us, because I think we play better against the better sides, such as tonight. We're playing Milwall, who's above us on the table. So much to play for. I just think for all, like, not just for us, but also for them. So, yeah, it's interesting. Millwall's last 5 games, drew their last match, and have also had 3 wins and a loss. Yeah. Yep. And Jareem Williams, I expect a solid performance today. We tend to play to the level of our competition. Well, I think sometimes we play above the level of our competition. But I get your point. I agree with it. I know what you're trying to say. So, yeah, it is very interesting. And, I mean, the games I'm going to get tonight are obviously I get Ipswich and I get Wrexham v Milwall on iFollow, and then on BN Sports down here we have we have two games live. We have Coventry, Oxford, and Swansea, Sheffield Wednesday. Talk about a terrible choice of. I know they've all got to get their game time, TV time, but of all those games still to play, I've got Coventry v Oxford, which I have no interest in watching in the background, because I think Coventry's going to win, and poor old Sheffield Wednesday away to Swansea. Another match where I go, I don't care. I could have had, Preston Portsmouth, could have had Hull Bristol, but no, I get that. But the plus is because Sheffield United are playing Middlesbrough 2 days from now, I do get the opportunity to watch that game. So, yeah, should be a good match as we seem to play our opposition's ability. Lexi, as they above us on the table, will come out strong, and it's a home match. Yes. George Jones, it will be exciting to see speed up front, feeding the ball into Moore. I'm not sure this is something we have seen to start a game. Looking forward to it. Well, and especially, but not only O'Brien and Rathbone, but Kakache and Kabore with those crosses from wide, hopefully, into Moore. And I really want to see Rathbone and O'Brien aggressively coming through close to keep the pressure on, and maybe get some of the the feed drop off. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, going to be very interesting. So, I'm very excited to watch it. That game's going to be a banger. Sheffield United v Middlesbrough. Sheffield United at home. Middlesbrough in the form of any team. Yeah. So, interesting. So, yeah, Lexi, what's going on here? Basically rotating. Lexi, yeah, basically a rotating winter storm crazy out there. Well, stay safe, Lexi. That's what I will say. It is tough, but yeah, I'll just quickly run through our lineup again. We have AO on the bench, Max, Hyam, and Doyle at the back, very strong. So, Vine is still probably a week or two away from making the bench or getting a start. Looking forward to seeing him in our lineup, though. Kabore and Kakache on the wings, fantastic. I saw a little bit better out of Kabore in the last game. I think he's actually, and I saw some really good connection between Windass, Clearworth, and Kabore in the last game that I was really enjoying watching them overlap, working off each other. I really did like that. Matty James and Ben Sheaf in the middle, our two best midfielders this season. I can say that with confidence, even though Dobbo has played well. I have seen some small lapses from Dobbo, but I love his work rate. He's fantastic. Rathbone O'Brien sitting behind Kiefer Moore up front. I mean, that's just Rathbone and O'Brien speed to burn. Kiefer Moore, obviously big man target. Denny Ward, Dan Scarr, Ryan Longman, Jobbo, George Thomason, Josh Windass, DKD, Jay Rodriguez, and Sam Smith. That is a strong lineup, people. We literally have, so much here. Yep, Danta is nervous about this one, and I get it. I understand why you're nervous. It makes sense to be nervous. It's a big game. Tell you what, you're going to be nervous, people, in a lot of games coming in towards the end of the season because it's just tight football. It's so good. DKD goal today, A to ZEV. Imagine that, getting his chance in the championship and getting a goal. That would be amazing for him. Yep. And yes, Esteban, I really like that. Maxi was out there directing Issa, and he was, especially for that through part, that amazing through pass. He literally called him to position. But there was also earlier in the game a lot of interaction without really much direction. They know how they like to play. Max isn't afraid to go forward. Max is a better deliverer of the ball to his teammate than Kabore is on those timed passes. I like Kabore's crosses. They're very direct. They're not looping crosses into the box. They're very fast, direct crosses into the box. So I do love those. I think they're fantastic. Going to be, Yeah, I tell you what though, just looking at those results. So obviously yesterday we had Charlton and QPR playing at a thrilling 0-0 draw. Oh my God, neither team wanted to score, although QPR were giving a good old crack. And Josh and I were having a chat about Kone. I would never have wanted to sign Kone. He goes okay. When he's hot, he is hot. But boy, he can go missing. And as a teammate, that would do my head in. Like, because I know how good he can be. And when I'm seeing him when he's not good, I'd hate it. But anyway, so that was a 0-0 draw, which meant QPR stayed down on 44 points. And Charlton managed to get that extra point and go to 36 points. So in that regard for Charlton, just quickly for them, for Nathan Jones' team, they are now 4 points clear of the relegation zone, guaranteed, because Blackburn's finished playing. So even if West Brom get points tonight, Blackburn will still be at least 4 points. Well, they will be 4 points behind Charlton. Then obviously early games today, Norwich continuing their push forward and winning 2-0 and are now on 36 points. So like too far for them to make it, even though mathematically still possible. They're only 4 points clear of the relegation zone, but I don't think Norwich just look far too good to be worried about that. Then we have Southampton, who've beaten Watford, interestingly enough, keeping Watford on 44 points. Southampton, hot and cold, moving to 43 points, only 1 point behind them, and currently only 4 points behind us, behind the playoffs. So Milwall are going to be coming for us tonight. Ipswich getting that 2-1 victory away from home against Derby County. And this is where, just how tight this league is. Derby staying on 45, so cannot make it into the playoff battle tonight because they're already finished. Preston on 44 points with a win and a Wrexham loss, only have a 4-point goal difference, could jump us tonight. And that's the only team that could get over us to get into the top 6 tonight if we lost. Any other result besides a loss for us, we're guaranteed of staying in the playoffs. If we can beat Milwall, we will jump Milwall on the table and move into 5th place. Milwall has a slight hamstring strain, Brian, but nothing serious, said Parky. So just not getting even on the bench tonight. And that's a great thing that Parky can afford to do that. I think that's absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, it is really interesting. Yep. Show update for today. Extra time. Yes, Josh posting that. Poor old Paddy, who is in the background here. He can't even talk. But what a trooper. He's come in. He's set up the teams list for me. I'm going to pull that team list down now, actually, and go back to full screen. Got the jerseys up. I'm excited. Who's going to win? I love it. We're in our home kit at home. STōK Cae Ras. Big game. Our pitch, actually, looking at some of these games, we've got nearly the best pitch in the league, in terms of the quality of the pitch. Our pitch is in excellent condition, so interesting. For tonight's game, going to come at Milwall. I'm sure the crowd is going to be noisy today. I think it's going to be just a very exciting, full-blown. They're going to be loud, the Wrexham fans. Yeah. So interesting. Yep. Going to be very interesting. Super Chimp Love cancelled. I don't even know what you're talking about there. Super Chimp Love, but that's okay. Let's just keep moving. Oh, he's talking about obviously the extra time. Unfortunately, yes, we just can't. Paddy's too sick. For me, it will be 3 a.m. in the morning. I will be going to sleep, and I do not apologize for that. Aaron is away in Florida. The whole team, seriously, we must be getting paid too much. Aaron's away in Florida. What's his budget? What's his salary package that Josh has got him on? It's far more than I'm getting if he can afford a trip to Florida. Yeah. Paddy is our keyboard wizard today. He's killing it. He'll be loving it there in the background, just keeping everything coming at us. And what a trooper. We've got 5 more minutes here, people, before I jump out and give you time to grab your popcorn, your food, your drinks, and get ready to come on 5 minutes before kickoff to watch Josh. Josh will probably, Jareem Williams, I'm in Florida. It's nice. Whereabouts in Florida are you, Jareem? I've been to Miami. I've been to Orlando. But yeah, it's it's interesting. Yeah, we can set up our convo on Discord. Absolutely, Habs, you can. And in one of the channels, I don't know, probably Wrexham Daily Chat, I think. Yeah, in the Tampa Bay area. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Now, I think tonight with our lineup, I'm expecting us to be very strong. I think we're going to be pushing hard. I think Millwall's going to come pretty hard at us tonight, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I mean, but teams don't forget the early game of the season, and losing 2-0 to us at home early in the season, they would have put that one in the memory bank. Yes, Dog Tour Joy, is Ashfield playing today for his team? I don't know, even though we were joking about me starting up a Cheltenham channel. I will have a look now and see what I can find. Let's have a look. Good old Harry. Cheltenham. Where are we? They are playing at home to MK Dons. It's the lineups. Lineups aren't out there. Let me go to FOTMob and have a look. I hope he is getting a start. But yeah, very funny. It is funny that I haven't started up my Cheltenham channel. But, I mean, let's face it. He is, he was the best player in our squad. Josh and I do love our banter on it. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting because obviously he's got, young and Bickerstaff there, Wrexham players to feed off. And I think especially young being there will be absolutely fantastic for him. Yeah, need an Asheville alert, Kyle Anderson. I love it. So, yeah, as I get a little bit off topic on the Wrexham game, but, fixtures, it is League Two. So where are we? Yep. And it is up. And I'm just looking here now. He is not in the starting lineup. He is on the bench. Ashfield alert. He is on the bench for Cheltenham. Going to come on and score the winner, people. Just saying. Anyway, moving right along. Back to Wrexham with just a minute to go here. I saw obviously everybody tipping a Wrexham win in the chat earlier today. Do not forget, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, consider becoming a member. It's been awesome. Then I'm going to jump out of here in a minute, then give you time to go grab your drink, settle in, get ready for the game. Josh will be live in about just over 5 minutes from now. Probably might even jump in early. I know he's super pumped for today. I think we're going to see peak Josh Anthony today. It's going to be peak. He's going to be pumped for today's game. Yeah, I think this could be a watch along for the ages from Josh. So I'm very excited to watch it. And I think it's going to be very exciting. Can we get the job done against Milwall and jump them on the table and climb one more spot to 5th and only be, as it stands, 8 points outside auto promotion with 15 games to go, after today, if we can get the win. So, yeah, I love it. Danger, danger, danger. It's always peak J-Tone. Real lively J-Tone. I love it. It's fantastic. I love it. Yep. So it's absolutely fantastic. So people, get excited, get pumped for today. I cannot wait. I think it's very exciting. Cannot wait for it. I hope that we get the win. So guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, consider becoming a member. No extra time today because Paddy is sick. You'll probably get a later Wrexham reaction from Josh, but he is here in the watch along coming on in a few minutes. So on that bombshell, guys, up the town. Let's go Wrexham. 2-0 win from me. That's what I'm tipping. Let's get